so especially the police. And then actually, and my rule of law, I can't want some and no and a year or maybe a mammy can be fappimono. A year you must say the bit a year you want to boy, I'm a cabinet to go any manner. And 7 minutes I'm out to be no. You are too suffering pay for me, you know. A babo was some near. And tea and ne. Urapo Mensa Abrampa. Were a programs officer at the Mass Center for Democratic Development, NCDD, or becoming Sir Eufia. Sanso and Aimal Kutin, one also a executive director at the African Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism, one also Elminchaya. Ye be this as a moon commission say, a bra and bamboo on some echo famuno, a baby to man, Pabodin Fubi Hunquine, among my boy woman, my name may be a ancestor woman. I will form a maquaba. We did a masipi, so when you have my energy. Mamma say, through so a rap or a ramper. Ye cap police now. It which I can say, do baby, oh my god, I did Nimuno. I'm for the woman. A rura police, a jumomu. Pie between I can say, near open secretary, obeying. San Yena air cosono. Would you say? Enya imsusanso bone ewo police for dwuma wo mo eyeso police for dwuma eso mo ye no saa ne ma yi emma na mo bi seso obutuo emma perepere ye etumi ye adwuma no ebeka na hye na osu se den na se oman no ye edfa police for dwuma mo ye ene amanyosem
eja me da se me fa konya eso nchia abusuafo na etiefo mo tie nyina adeɛ baako a da bia yɛka President Obama ba ho bɛka kyerɛ ne sɛ yɛhia strong institutions yɛhia strong personalities enti ɔman bia no sɛ wɔkyekyerɛ ɔman a deɛ wɔhwɛ kwan ne sɛ wɔbɛkyekyerɛ ɔman no anya state institutions a ɔmo gyina brane ɔmo gyina wɔn nan so na ɔmo bɛtumi ayɛ wɔn dwuma pɛpɛɛpɛ na mpɛmpii no yɛ a ne yɛhwɛ bibi a friend said the justice system ye dictum anase ye kasa ba kono se otimamuni bia benya atemuo pepepe ye nhwe said the constitution and international commitment here no ye nhwe obi tinti tietia and the color of politics and sane amane judgments na justice system no ne fapim gina police force
okay
and say ye nya police institutions or ye independent a obetumi amayen sa fair security ni justice na ye hia na abribia oman no ho ban bo no etoto ase the question obisa efa the yetie in fact make us yetie because a perception perception offer data be bra eno so wom e kire say police for no sa fa hodie ni se obegina brane no wonya enti apempi no ya na ma won decision no enkoye in this offer Afrobarometer survey for instance dodo na aka se otimamuni ana ohiani enya asemo a ye pepre ehudi ni ntem na the elite community ana womu a omu ehudi me
omu nsam
kakra no omunya asemo a enkoye otimi se sa fair justice na se oman bia de ma na nkrofo no ye nya na pepepe wo ye man no mu na when so so bebre ebin there a manifesto ya ehuin your office your security desk you will be a friend of daily media scanning na 2022 the ehuin ni say citizens are more attack police for no konanim said etimamufo are more attack police institutions konanim tete no ohu atare tuntum kra na wodwane if you say na timemufo no wogidie sonko e wo police institution mu se eto brane na me yonko kra esisimi a police ni ba obejeme but say sa gidie na ekofom enti ama trust level no so ekofom in fact so far institutional trust from Afrobarometer enipa 48% per police institution ni e don't see e won sunsanso bebre ma sade enkrofo ene police bedin sunsanso ama safety ni security no akona nimu ye don't forget say you can say safety and security a share responsibility we here timamuni we here media report we here investigative journalists and now they are as support to intelligence and they are proper safety provision for citizens. International so dey bebree. Na ba ya manyo so no mu e won sunsan so kase fi say enam saa gidie na politicians na nje state security ni no e mo mu aye wo mu para security. And yenya abundance of vigilante groups. We say misro say one hwe amekoi na state security no wa me hu ban yi ana sa manipulation na wo kan ebia ba mu yi eno ntino ada na mempe obi a me feel say me gini die obebo me hu ban na akofa sa constitution say state na nya official security obi ntimi nti security enka state no ho then so na gidi a enie ntino me abenya so many sprinter groups are almost security e be a rented ventures are available to render their services to politicians anytime, to protect them. Inti institutional doors na em se menua ebebem bi the implications on our foreign and nam the ekoso ye region yimu Burkina Faso, Mali, Benin ya de no e go institutional so boni bebre inti ade se man ye hweso na etua na monyi na ye ba specific on this statement e be bobo mu ye but initial statement ne say e ya ade se tu ho na mon ni make sure says security and as a police no be purely independent no provided the services or constitution in international commitment so be biara o memu bia no ye be hwe no pepepe ni abo no ho ban yi ima ye oka bibi say ye efa ye bambo ho nsam ne titiru external nipa bonofo betumi ru o memu aye ne mahodo bi na ye say asurubufidwo a na bor kramanya ba bi ne titu. And then secondly, everyone say, before Sanka be say, Isia took down, a boy be to be removed. Or can be about the attacks on the police? A baby bree. It's a sin at the end of Banacrano. Just say, citizens no yellow of impunity. Just say, even if the policeman is armed,
they don't even care.
On fun. Share the be a medicine be any the example says, Soldier four. I mean, it's a police for the BIA, bear won't use wrong, papa, soldier for the A. No soldier who creates you by a 10. Na Ghana for Timum Fukran second. I call so. Na soldier for no retreating kakra. I didn't say, says young Shia a bit with the abbey.
You come now, me that's it, me chat tea for in your name, Ray. Until I mean you and a kind. Ushe. The Ghana Police Service over the period. Obehun say nka omunya ombeyo omejumano as the constitution dictates. But unfortunately, the political influence no does. More or less, all my hands are tied. And we share Ghana Sisia. We are pockets of ungoverned spaces. Ashama was a clear example where the military went in. Some people were happy the military did because Ashama has become ungovernable and things like that. And there are a lot of these pockets of ungoverned spaces across the country. You can name a lot of them. And those are signs of a decline in the interests of our democratic dispensation. Into Ushe external factors, I mean, you can. Terrorists per se, no, they look for these ungoverned spaces. Na kakra, they infiltrate, and before you know, they've taken everybody by surprise. Oshe, they happen around the Sahel in particular. Ghana, we are not immune from terrorist attack. For all you know, they may even be within us. It's just a matter of time. Something like that can happen all the time. You see, nyami dobia 1 year name a year. Some of these things can happen. And Ushe police statements now, you can see that they have the desire to work, but the appointing authority, is just one individual. Until I mean, I care about how we can make some of these institutions independent, and it comes from the 1992 Constitution that have handed so much power to a single individual.
Which is
the president. Okay. If today, the president didn't sleep on the good side of the bed, no, say, Dampare, I don't need you as my IGP. Okay. So, as a political parties are almost power in 2024 elections, civil voices, religious bodies, omudo democracy no omudo Ghana omu pese ye institutions no ye independent no because without the independence of our institutions minua ye ntimi into impo we can't grow and it's so glaring we say institutions are no more responsible to their citizens. They don't even listen to us. They only listen to the appointing authority and their allegiance is to them. So as a result, accountability niho. A clear example is Parliament Select Committee the various agencies over the years, say the ministries and agencies, no, they have done something wrong. But the persecutorial power to do that, no, anyhow. And any country that our justice system is selective, no, is not worthy to be called a proper functioning democracy. Because the ingredients of democracy is the rule of law, respect for human rights, and every citizen's identity to the state. So, Ushe Ghana as it is, we are inclined to regime security as against state security. So, who say NDC for your opposition, they don't trust the police. When MPP was in opposition, they don't trust the police. So, what is in there? What is here? So, me the best say as a country, no, let's begin a conversation. There are three institutions we have to look at, and they are the bedrock of our democracy. Police is one as an institution, the Attorney General is second, and the justice system, the appointment of the Chief Justice. Mikasa some way. NDC winning election then the Dampare on Tinaho as IGP. Why? Donald Trump appointed the FBI director Mibwa. Only Biden ejuma. That is a civilized society, a society where rule of law works. Ushe police statements where Omo Kansambia is so telling that they put in place the police electoral secretariat a year ago, and the citizens of this country are not even aware. The police are a function of the citizens. Yeah, niwa police niho. So you set up a very fundamental and so critical secretariat like this. And you see the ingenuity of the police. Almost see the John Mama Kaino, it didn't meet the threshold of prosecution. The Bra Champon Kaino, it equally didn't meet. The Asedun Ketia Kaino, it didn't meet. But the smaller youth organizer, Oko Kaino, it met. And he's facing prosecution. So you see the selective nature of our justice system. It looks as if justice is not for the poor.
And somehow kind of actually imagine so Ura Brampa. What we know, I didn't say, common party chairman.
Hey, Ghana party chairman.
Maybe constituency chairman be. No one for phone. After regional police commander.
Yeah.
I threaten to say. Member you FBB a one. I'll make sure you are removed.
It happened.
And truly,
he was
here in Swampa. It's a come here say the politicians are now so powerful. Say, woman who control the security. You know, like I remember there was one by was a commander and one of the Guinness Makuma 6 in Echo. Into a book on Guinness in the 3 and 2 we run office. You know, look at the way we see so power. Commander and fire. And every now and then, no radio so TV so no muchabo police phone penny fuisana. And I can say, I mean who been so about police phone. Then one wants to say, constituency chairman, no. I so powerful so can na penny or no one can penny no add the instruction call. Now commander I be a 1 year for about 30 years, 25 years near in the free ho. Now with this, and it's a police in Sumaka my mission baby dear. Na wachananko ya meyimedi mujidi se wey no esisi etumi ma police for nya koduru se so bi ka bibi na se nya de so kan no matter who the person is esisi etumi twe no ko mranim na mrani ni pepepepepepe se de wa wo ka se wiase mra ene ye constitution ye kan
me cut to the okay so commander kra na ho dwu na omo mo hye commanders na sene de a big situation in the way they treat you more. Ya na my district be a mako who say party chairman. The wife will call you police in dinner. Or man guard. Party chairman. Make my call police commander be officer. Many no can send my call a districts. Many to one on your calls. Nana, young fan chairman so call you in Tessami Kojano. My call official there many can send. And see the way our parties, internal cast a common party chairman, so when you come on, no call in district or now that they virtually control the districts. So party chairman call ya Obia Dinechi. Party, they are so powerful, say. One of the districts means me money di papa. Na maame oba na ye DC ho. Na oni Cashew Growers Association apam. Ndi se omu cashew no mu ton a na wo percentage o de to account mu. This account no nyini a na wo de aye kakra say street lights nema which was good initiative maame ne ye ho district no ye or nursing profession man san e be ni DC ho. One day na say obia on the bank no anti bank asiye party chairman call no share amount that account no which of course by banking principle he had no right to know any account have access to it but okoye ka kire no obo be ka kire DC ni say o mani sika emfa nko ye djuma DC ni sika ni ho o say ko account we mu ko yi sika because of that mama ne pamo no o say me mpene da. And you know what they do? Oh yeah, and we are he cannot mobilize youth near press statements. Why you say? Be an investigation. Step aside. We if you say your mem hano or Panipa can say party members bam officer. Monsha womuna mojuma. Inti party structures no asay BBA or institutions. The core a form institutions are for munina. Inti party in power, that's why Omuncroft ye be with impunity. So, oh, yes, yes, they okay. Now, party chairman phone, F police commander, one districts. Say, and Korana Yachimo go and Kora you. ABC or MSA have Kenya as saying, Yan solving ye to trust them what did see. Cars best 11 years, you know. You can seek almost security guards, never be brave. Police for calls home ko intervene, you chase you out. Enti ama impunity na doso o man if you say the institutions are so more power and they enforce justice no. The main duty for the police service is to ensure safe and security of the people and its installations. But they are powerless to do that because the interference
is too much.
IGP on to me in council media and I deba ko ha yen security agencies ni say by omumra no untimi nti labor union untimi nko demonstration untimi nka wasem of public untimi nko strike in sometimes share yen civil society organizations and e betimi aye mo voice inti say ade na ha omu kra na ha wo mu inti ombufu bebre na ode bufu na ko civilians so inti omu titi officer na ombufu bebre na ukoya asem kakra be na ode two trust about so inti na civilian brutalities na do so bebre no inti e say e pekwan a said the only way and the call from the IGP you know say yemwa wo mu or can say me know I very good but or say mo nyam politics na yenye policing timemu form wayen ni yenye professional policing which is why identify loophole or non service no say interference no ntimi man na adwuma yi as police officer and nam so onya cooperation from Ghanaians no ntino mo ntimi set up as professional as they should be to hear niema mienu we and san otime gira na so ahwere ye conversation ani kwa se ka bibri na me nua di nkomo no bi sam say the ekoi 2024 be ye because there's hope say say first no na ye election security task force na ye setting up sometimes 6 months 3 months up to the election na ade ba kwa kode uni CDD na ye taka ho asempa ne say one off in this year to abani we na mpo u follow up information unya to say nka
election no mo disbanding
we are disbanding no into na after election bia say major transfers enti nipa na woni ni deal during the election na wonim no pa no beko no office ni transfer ni kotamale the over for no so many information bia enti tracy but for this time from 2020 bibia election 2020 who akoy bia the IGP dedicates somebody for you and you are able to access information. I was tracking say be controversy na police service say nipa ngotwe ensia na wuye NDCC nipa ngotwe na wuye nipa enso na wuye but fortunately now your deska you track all incidents from the pre-election up to the end of the election tie can say nipa ngotwe na wuye so we want to the police service to show them the data oni akro wuye ni din baby o free ade aye into wuye the data they na ko chere ko validate with NDC validate to MPP and then they accepted the 8 follow up IGP ma obi o CID officer onu na near validation into ye sending nipa momuko all the places and nipa no ye follow up where the cases are yen twen IGP say this week on be briefing on the status of the cases but yen ne one na yen problem ne say some of these electoral violence is cyclical if say the see afiba kono yensia no into obi bofu obi retaliate okay dey see wo esunafo say regional peace council no ekọ ha komubu omu statement ne say time man na ye wo opposition na we mo bu ye ne hu regional peace council and na ye betie ka e den ka na wote ni nipa na ye kunu no na sase ye hye no ne ka ye hye no bro ye bro ne maame no ono so bete ne ka bi most of the places ye say ye violent prone and now friend is saying what time we demand no eye enema akoso bebre a yentimi nsia no na aka sa 8 deaths no as of 2022 February 28 a sa tracking project no na ba ko crane why yakan wasem we in fact not only 3 ododo de ba ko na the war Doma East and open near the about fee courts. Omonya advice from the Attorney General's office. 6 na kani nana yenko ho hwe. So what do you expect the people to do? Those who are peeved. Mama Kai Honorable Collins Dauda ya. E dey until we got 2 pepper spray gunani. E dey even we go try Isaka Sekan, the MPP youth organizer, the constituency. Because the bia akoso sa e ma we bofu. If that be about to be cause will be nim say man prepare we be prame we so am prepare we be prame there be no be a masse there be no be a bobo no ho until little click me man faster over fast until there be answer tension no ho mutual suspicion and mutual retaliation
and now come here me de pa hwe and some here kan nyina no e say and ye ka o blow hot air yes some kese baba frankensi so ye all chances in some yeka e go to me papa o kan touch my dey nipa nwotwe ewu ye san krofo ewu ye ba pimu ne ye sheda enya solid e bi e kire say nipa ewu o ye dey nipa ewu ena nipa nya so gina ho no ateto se wawu exactly ade bi so na nama ne wu ye police no so na se to bi hwehwe mu say when they ku nipa no na simasi no benti na nam nsaso na nam amodipa no yesusu say owu ye enti asimasi no benti no ye de okoko gina se ne bia se de awoka no na ka hwe asem no pomasi bre na asotwe bi wo a ye de ama obi se na be oche na bi de bi nkonko ba bio police for say yes adwuma no fra omuntumi anya ne se de so mo ye no because of political interference enti ye be ne den
look eja me canon there as it is. The political parties has become a serious threat to the very survival of our democracy. And why do I say this? This is a leadership they are looking for to lord over us. Sure, the way our IGP nya appointment, the way he started, Otin Nkabiu, what does that tell you? Sure, the incidences that happen with the electoral violence, Ododio Okaye no
Ayawaso
Techima even the 2020 election are 7 people who Are you sure the police don't have evidence to prosecute those people? They do, but they lack the political will to do that. And the core of the problem has to do even how after a certain rank your promotion is done. Look at the security services. After a certain rank, it's purely by the prerogative of the president to promote you. So if you don't toe the line of a particular party, be sure that even look at our police services now. There are junior officers who don't even respect senior officers because of the political power or whom they associate themselves with. So look, we have to come to realization that the democracy. We have to take the agent step and build our institutions. Building your institutions, we will come here and talk every day and will become a talk nation. Because how many times have we discussed national issues? Beyond the talking, what is next? Because if we have to talk every day, and after the talking, nothing happens, then it's better we don't even talk again. Look, some junior officers have spoken to me. When say they are recruiting officers to the police college, it's purely political. Forget it. So as a result of that, these security agencies are forced to align. Omuhu blacker because of a call somewhere on the Kano. Blue or a. So, and there's some dishonesty among politicians. Say, politicians, a party or opposition, they have all the solutions, all the good policies. But when they get power, they forget. But the Ghanaian people don't hold them accountable. That is our problem. Ye pedwani dodo, yesro dodo. Look, what has happened to civil voices to go out and demonstrate over policies that goes against the very tenet of our democracy? Ube demonstration the government in power will use the security agencies to disable your organization. It has happened. Martin Kwebu Beye need demonstration how many people came up? Even before that demonstration could even take place, processes and legal tussle he had to go through to get that. In a proper functioning democracy, we must learn to tolerate opinions because that is how we build a country. But the current tangent we are going, I'm just afraid for 2024. But I have to commend the IGP. He has started early. He has started early, and that will help us. But it will depend on how he can call shots. They shouldn't hide under the Electoral Security Committee almost set it up to throw away cases ideally they should handle. Also, Omuka Assembly said now, if there's a report, they will not be in a haste to arrest such a person.
They will set up a legal team.
A legal team. That is a clearing house. To me, because the law should apply everywhere, not to a select group of people. And the normal police, obidi bonia, you should have at least a prima facie case against the person before you arrest the person. But they'll throw you in cells. Depending on the level of your pocket, they'll put you to court. And now you are now at the mercy of the courts. What I say. So if this is what they really want to do and they need help of the citizens, they should start and make sure they have the teeth to bite. And when the political forces come against them, they should go against her unlawful instructions. So that when they are fired, they will see whether the citizens will rally behind them or not. And I say,
Brampa, your kind, and yes, they say, would they share recruitment to the police and other security agencies? Some of them. Say they have no qualification. Yeah. They have no. It's a woman because say minister be a free hand. No, I question the baby go near train on a show matter there. Almost security for. Enti no dan ya sa nipa na ode ne baaye no osom no se de nyame onyo no anka onya tade na anhye ye ko 2024 election nkɔmɔ yɛ di no ha wobɛka sɛ bi abrɛ ne nyanso nanso no ɔma hyɛ ase akasa kasa sɛ yɛn na nipa wa ma mo nnɛ ɛna nipa ma mo kyerɛ ebe deɛ yɛ bi ɛbɛyɛ mo na ne ma yɛn a yɛn so yɛn mu de bɛsie ni baabi a mogya padeɛ wɔ wɔn sɛ na nneɛma no bɔ ba ne ti no a start ɛde na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ na ankɔfo yɛ ni bi ama kura
you bisa me question we na me kai ayawa so was we go case ni buy no na the dictum that time they say yem page police service no security agencies no yenyi vigilantes ni nyina free then I ask myself say why ni nim vigilante crow wo na bede na obi so aka say wo time no ye bi enti na wo so hu say so the vigilante abeshim accepting the fact say both political parties infiltrate the recruitment of the police service even from that argument cry from Ayawa so West Ogun case you know enti na sa police service we are the way about also obeka say mrebi one I tell me say before upon bonu or can say or map political candidates no party candidates will be and choose police ni kra ope Siri Ghana can say it's not the best at the time you choose police in the you are emphasizing the fact say the politicians have their favorites within the police service. It's a me choose something here me promote you know. Maybe I'm the favorite. You should act professionally and assign police security officers based on the criteria you establish. Don't allow police service anti young police for no one say per se ye independent. The police launched a transformation agenda in 2017. Yeah. No more 13-point agenda on person reforming. Very beautiful. To purge their image. Yeah. Two of it are related to this issue. Citizens' trust. Acting in a way, say, Timemufon Benya GDA or police in the Muslim Botimuma, more information, more cooperation. They are tossing handling citizens' complaints. Said about citizens be any police in your assembly, the bar, about complaining. And I still in the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative and some institutions, you can't say Sadia instead of having the PPSB, no, the PIPs now tend to PPSB inside the police service, no, Yanti Independent Police Complaints Unit. I handle issues pertaining to citizens and police. Because I catch me some member PIPs, member PPSB, and my report my police officer. In the situation was reading or bribe me in their member and your assessment no majority of the people don't report cases yeah police in Buna ultimately Bunibia or Yamanaka I don't know the increased attacks on the security people no because when some maybe a medical to my fashion 70 say police no per se yemwa woman no munya professional or page image or mun share transformation agenda no mun review no mun who be modu that's our character improvement no emra so said be as timemufo benya gidie wo mu ye koye research or border communities no so mu bibi illegal cry enter omu nka fi said their identities could not be secured ye be you mama so say trust blower no ono no so na and this obi ahun so obi yes small go cry onka obi ahun say obi abewuram cry or yes suspicious character onka if say the trust of protecting the whistleblower is not there into gidie wo police no wo form. They should start building their image before they can have the trust of the people to work with them as contained in the statement.
And Kroma na de na so brani ti ese yeko na imama me yemfa we ntwato na yehwe ye kan nyina no enye se bia Ghana se na wokan no ye ne ye ho se ye nkwa de ti ba bi a ye mbambo na so secured say because na se yakra na national security ne bambo fo pay for case omu hu some unusual movement bi ewo ometifido mantam ho ai kire se ne man hyeda nko ye se de ye hwe se ebeko no ede na se ye since 2024 election no I say it's possible obi so say do and die yeah we said metra nwotwe no we so say me mount nwotwe no ena yem pene fa ma mo boa ye beje ede na sese ye na nipa bonfo bi amfa opportunity no so amman wura ha aha ya adwene
well the American say Ghana for na best right because citizens no we are the major stakeholders in all of these things basa sikrom ha ye na ebe bre even though the system is not what we expect it to be I say yes so you play a role we can get 100% with some of these our institutions, but the institutions no so almost ye be na boa omo like menu and kai no I will urge the police or more and make a proposal. It should come from themselves to government. Say, government in now put a national police commission in place, not headed by the police, that can investigate some of these things, so that the impunity with within some of the unprofessional police personnel, it can be tackled. And that unprofessionalism comes out of result of our mode of recruitment. Obehun says some politicians are even bragging the number of security people they have recruited. It means that these people allegiance first is to the party than to the country. These are some of the things we have to look at so that we can improve the relationship between the citizens and the police. And I want to urge the police, say, who share the Constitution now, they have enormous powers, except that sometimes, because some of them are cowards over their promotions, transfers, and sackings. There, people died and toiled for our independence. And if you are a person, you die for a cause. They should be prepared to die for the cause of Ghana. Another thing, best friend, say political parties now, if they really mean well for this country, they should check impunity among itself. Because if you in recent past, Obehunse platforms here, no udidin crofatem, not the political party will be hailing you. Meanwhile, udi yo ma omumpe or bapa no more position. That culture is encouraging impunity, and that is breeding the kind of political violence we have across the country. And another and final thing is the civil voices and the religious bodies. They are so quiet lately about issues, and I can't fathom what is really happening, because politics no more because the religious voices used to be the voice of conscience. Basa bibu no who Christian counselor no ubia ayeden because we are a Christian country. Over 78% of the population in this country are Christians. So if our Christian leaders are not prepared to put their castle on the line and stand for what is right for this country, then there's no hope for us.
I SMP nkomo yebasa mamaba. We say yebeye no meme da bia na yebenya mere bebre na ye the visuals are support because yanka mananu bebi a ese magana fo hu niam bia ebe ha dwene amanyofo no sha ya ye wo ye front runners ne ketewa bi but I come here say wo mo ye dipadodo no so nkentenso ama de o mo beka no na ye ho anye de ye beka but I hope say as time goes on and betumi asesa until rap or mess Abraham Pameda se pia na dwe so nya brebaye na yimana kuti so da wase pia so nya brebaye se medical kan e besa to safra mu bio and the benya ample time pa me atumi edi nkomo afasa ase me ho empepi se ye bana se ye kasa dwumade ye kana se mse bese na se ye kan aya moma ye tie na sopam na sabe ye mfa bibi kakra bi famfiri mu ye mfa to ho hwe. It is hard time say police for be dey omo kra. Me dey bi omo ka say as a vice president na police council ono no ye chairman no. Me kwabna dey bi am ka say me mpe. Because abane say ono na odi obeka na mbefa. Sanso na say man penny na ye commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces blah blah this entino sa ene police for match mienu NDC wo fa MPP wo fa asrafo mi achi mienu obi ono de yonko sra ni atumi akọ training for so many years. Akọ training for so many years. Omaye namfo, ebi a captain, ebi a major. Major to me come major we fee. Major we to me come major we fee because of politics. Enti begin say to me hwe ye hu bibi. Ansa na jinsem sanse ye kasa nyina no. Amafo ni bere ye wo munya ya. Sana ka basa basa esi wo baby no. Anka bi esi wa ha. Enti mo ye ni na ho. Ansa na kachi. Ye beda mo ase. Na ye kan ye jabi. Bi se bere pam no. Ye beto akọ mo twetwe. So bidin da ja kwabna. Adomdom ye ne a yebesa ne mo hia kramo ama mo nyina de yie.